So, today we're going to be talking about seeing yourself move from stress to success. It's just taking my time here, just for the moment. I think there's Nuala's come on board. Hello, lovely Nuala. I can't see any of the names or anything coming up at the moment, but yeah, great. I hope everything is well in gorgeous Galway today. Fabulous weather here at the moment. Okay, so I'm just holding for a second just to make sure, and there is Freddie. Thank you, Freddie. So we're good to go. Okay, so we're talking today on this beautiful sunny day coming from Mind Body Experience from Galway. We're talking today about seeing yourself move from stress to success. Well, I'm so excited today to tell you that my new website launched officially today. So I'll be changing a lot of my links and things. So this is hot off the press, and my new logo is on that website, and written splashed across it is see yourself from stress to success. And that is exactly what we're going to be talking about here today. So was I always this delighted with life? No, I've had my times when there was stress, etc. And as a result, I have moved through my life and developed that skill within myself. And it is my great pleasure to now teach it to other people. So, moving from stress to success. I've spent years and years teaching in primary schools, different ones. And hi Nuala, greeting from sunny Galway. Good to see you on board. So yeah, I've had years and years of teaching, and then I went on and I've done down through the years many courses practicing mindfulness, meditation and all of that. And it was always, you know, I always put the skill from the meditation and the mindfulness into play in what I was doing in life, and particularly in my teaching life and with my family, and in actual fact whatever I was doing. So as a result of that, as time was going on, I thought, oh, I can actually share this with people. This is what I want to do. So now my new website is up and running as of today, and I'd like to give a big shout out and a big thank you to my clients. Some of my clients were more than happy to give testimonials, and some of them were even kind enough to come on board and do video testimonials on my behalf to share, for them to share what they have learnt and what they've gained through the process of applying mindfulness, meditation and mind coaching to their own lives, so that it's bringing them forward in their lives to have a lovely, relaxed and calm, happy life. And ultimately, we all strive to be the very best that we can be, and we all strive to be happy in life, because we just, you know, none of us want the stresses and strains of life, so we choose to be in that happy space in life. And so that's what mindfulness, meditation and mind coaching can teach us. So I'll just take you back a wee bit to the time when I was teaching, and when those children would come before me and they'd have to tell me their little story or do their little show or whatever they were doing, and I always just wanted them to be happy doing exactly that, to be themselves. Because when they were there being themselves, just being and being happy, then they had the ability to express themselves perfectly. So that little child, as I realised as time went on, that little child is still within each and every one of us. It could have been wounded when it was little. Something was said, something happened, and so it's left it in that state where it's not as trusting anymore in itself, in its own abilities. And mindfulness, meditation, but particularly mind coaching, can help to move past those limitations and then bring out that lovely happiness within the person again. So when I was working with people, then it began to dawn on me this, you know, there is this person here, the child is still there, draw that child out again and help them to release it. And I've done this with many clients, and some of them have helped, you know, it's given them the ability to deal with the likes of Crohn's disease in a much, much better way. It's given them the ability to be stronger within themselves, so that if they were nervous of going out and socialising, they got back that skill where they could get out there and really go for life. Supposing, and it has happened, that somebody came and wasn't expressing themselves correctly, and as a result was experiencing a lot of pain. So once we got the person to express themselves clearly, that lady went on to start painting and is loving her painting and is actually actively showing it on Instagram and Facebook nowadays. So that's a wonderful achievement for those people, and it just makes me so happy that the likes of that can work for people. After that, I then found that parents could see the benefit, and as the good adult in a child's life, they spotted that there was something there that could help their child. So I've had this beautiful 15-year-old who came to me feeling anxious, nervous and stressed. And because his mum had encouraged him just to chat for a while and work through some mindfulness sessions with me, he has gone on to blossom and is really expressive and is a really, really empathic person who can do so much good for other people. So there are just amazing transformations happening in life, bringing people from that stress state into their success spot, whatever that success spot is for that person. And of late, I was contacted by a former colleague to come in and work in schools, to work with the staff. But it also happened that I was asked to come in on a Zoom call to a whole school. So I had close on 300 students on the screen with me. And again, it was just talking to those individuals via the screen and letting them know, yes, all is well. You are perfect. You do have everything that you need within you. And once we can allow that to come forward, your life can blossom. So with that, it dawned on me that if we were to teach this and include it more in children's lives when they're younger, they'd have coping skills that would be just so much more beneficial for them. Because we as adults, we have to backtrack and undo some of the stuff and clear the mental clutter and the chatter and the monkey in there. Clear it first before we actually start to plan and progress our lives. So how about if it was done with groups of children? It would be just even so much more beneficial. And so because of that, I've included a section for that within my website as well. So it's to look after the adult, if they want to come forward. If it's a parent or a good adult or what they call the one good adult, looking out for somebody else and encouraging somebody to come, absolutely mindfulness meditation, brilliant for that. And also to be able to offer it to schools is a huge advantage too, if that is appropriate. And I would very much see it as appropriate because it comes within the SPHE curriculum, just as a sideline there. So there are so many ways. It all, of course, it all comes back down to how do you practice? You all have heard it, you've all been told it, we all know it, that you practice by coming back into yourself, being in the now, practicing your breathing. There's just so many skills. Being out in nature, out there to quiet the mind and allow yourself just to gently come back down again into that part of yourself that works within you and that looks after you and cares for you. So it's a lovely skill to have from as early an age as possible, where you can drop into that lovely relaxation and be there with yourself, moving from that perfect part within yourself as you go forward into whatever it is that you want to do. So in that way, you learn to move and you learn to see yourself from stress to success. And of course, one of the most wonderful ways to practice moving from stress to success is to regularly practice mindful meditation or a guided visualization. And so, as a treat for being here with me today, and just to showcase a little bit of how this works and how much of a benefit it can be to people, today we're going to do a short mindful meditation here together so that you can get the benefits of this lovely afternoon here with me. So just taking a few moments, we're going to do relaxation, and for this I'd just like to make sure that you are in a safe space and that it is comfortable and easy for you to do so. If you just sit yourself back, just make yourself comfortable and just allowing your eyes to close down. And as you focus on your breathing, just be aware of the in-breath and the out-breath. Just taking a little time to focus on your breathing. And you're aware of the in-breath and the out-breath. Easy, relaxed and calm. And everywhere that you go, you have your breath. And relaxing the breath is just a gateway to allow the body to relax. And in turn, the mind receives the message and it too knows that it is safe to relax. Excellent. So right now, using your mind, using your imagination, just become aware of the space between your hands. Become aware of the space between your shoulder blades. Become aware of the space between your right elbow and your left knee. Become aware of the space between the top of your head and the ceiling. Become aware of the space between your in-breath and your out-breath. Become aware of the space between your feet and the floor. Become aware of the space between the phrases that you hear. Become aware of the space between the right-hand side of your body and the wall on your right-hand side. Become aware of the space between your heartbeats. Become aware of the space between your eyebrows. Become aware of the space between your thoughts. Become aware of the space between your heart and the person you hold dear to your heart. Become aware of the space between your body and the chair that you're sitting on. become aware of the space between the outside of your skin and the inside of your body. And as you become aware of the space, notice in that space where you feel the most comfort and the most relaxation. Now begin to fill more of the space with the feeling of comfort and relaxation. Allow that feeling to grow and to flow into all other areas of your body. Focus on any of the places where you have been holding tension or tightness or stress or even fear, and allow the comfort and the relaxation to flow into these areas and to soften these areas, and allow the space to expand as that tension and stress disappears and dissolves like little clouds as they soften in the sky and dissolve. Now become aware of any space where there might be any stress or tension or anxiety remaining. And just for a moment, focus on where in the space it lives. What do you feel in that space? Is it a sensation? Is it a thought? Is it an emotion? Is it a memory? Stay with it and focus on how it occupies the space as part of your awareness. Just watch it, feel it. You're just observing it. And notice it in relation to all of the other space in you and around you. Breathe into it. Embrace it. Allow it to be. And now notice how it changes. Notice how it responds to your being present with it, your allowing it. You see, you are not the tension. You're observing it, but you are not it. You are the witness. You are the observer of the space. You are not the stress or the tension. You observe it, but you are not it. Now just continue to observe it and to watch it. What do you experience in the space now? Notice the energy clearing and releasing. Notice that there is more and more space. To be with the spaciousness, be with the openness, be with the calmness, and be with the well-being. And as you feel more and more space, what would you like to fill that space with? You can fill it with trust. You can fill the space with peace. You can fill that space with love. You fill the space with a calm, deep, inner experience of being safe. So now again, be aware of the space between your hands. be aware of the space between your shoulder blades. Be aware of the space between the top of your head and the ceiling. Be aware of the space between your in-breath and your out-breath. Become aware of the space between your feet and the floor. Become aware of the space between the phrases that you hear. Become aware of the space between your heartbeats. Become aware of the space between your thoughts. Become aware of the space between your body and the chair. Become aware of the space between the outside of your skin and the inside of your body. And as you become more aware of the space, notice where in this space you feel the most comfort and relaxation, the most trust and peace and love. And when we return from this guided meditation, you will bring back those qualities of peace and trust and love, calmness, relaxation. You will bring those qualities back with you when you open your eyes, because it is these qualities, these are your values which you bring to the success in your life. Releasing stress as you move to success. Moving to success with the values of trust and peace and love, calmness and relaxation. So in a moment, I will count you back from 1 to 5. And when you return from this guided meditation to full awareness, you will be aware that you are bringing back with you the qualities of peace and trust and love and calmness and relaxation, knowing that these are the qualities and the values of true success in your life. So as I count you back from 1 to 5, you are moving from stress to success. Coming back with all of these wonderful qualities now, from 5 to 4, 3, your mind and body perfectly balanced. 2, coming right back into your everyday awareness. And 1, eyes opening, can stretch and smile, knowing that you have released stress, tension, worry out of your life as you worked here with me this evening. And in that space, you have allowed yourself to fill yourself with the wonderful qualities and the wonderful values for your success going forward in your life. So now, I hope you enjoyed your guided meditation session. So as I said, this is just a sample of what I do with people. So when I'm working more with a group or working one-to-one with people, I actually use anchors to help build those lovely relaxations more into the everyday usage for the person, so that they know no matter where they go in life, they can, or what situation they find themselves, they can actually anchor that lovely relaxation into themselves. And of course then it's there for them to draw on the days when, you know, things aren't always rosy in the garden, but at least you know you have something that you can come back to and use and anchor yourself into that relaxed state and keep yourself moving towards your success with your values and your happiness as your guide. So as I said earlier at the very start, today I'm super excited because today is the official launch of my new website, www.helendoylemindcoach.com, and my tagline on that is see yourself move from stress to success. I would appreciate it hugely if you would share that website out with other people, because it offers that chance to the adult who wants to look after themselves, or the adult who wants to look after a family member or somebody else, or the adult who is dealing with children and teenagers, that they also have the opportunity to see themselves move from stress to success. And you know, we're all here in this time, space, reality, and we're all looking out for one another. And to help somebody move from a state of stress, tension or worry into a nice, relaxed, calm way of living life, well, that's really what we need to be moving towards, bringing our wonderful values of love and peace and trust along with us. So on this beautiful day, and thank you so much to Mind Body Experience coming all the way from Galway, and a big shout out from everybody here in Kildare, and to all of you lovely people who have joined me here today. Thank you, and enjoy the beautiful sunshine out there. And do please, if you see my logo or you see my website on Facebook or Instagram or one of those platforms, do please like and share, because it may just help somebody else. And have a look on the website and enjoy life. Here to help wherever I can, whenever I can. And thank you for joining me. Bye for now.